the Sci-Fi Invasion, where I, your host, Joey Hollywood, tries to get through all 50 movies in this Sci-Fi Classics box set from Mill Creek in 50 weeks. The movie I watched today was called Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women. Now, I originally dug out these Sci-Fi Invasion DVDs because I thought for sure that, because this one had Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet, but I thought that this one had Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women. It does not, but I'm still going to use it in the thumbnail. I've seen this one before. I do recall watching it years ago, and I remember thinking, is this the same movie? Did I misremember something? The internet wasn't as prevalent back then. I probably would have just looked it up. Yeah, this is another version of a Russian film called The Planet of Storms. Two versions made. Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet was one of them, which I covered last week, and this is the Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women, which is a mouthful of a title. Of the two American edits of this film, this is the worst one. I said in the previous video that the movie kind of feels like it jumps around a little bit. This one is way worse. Like, you do have some of those connecting tissue scenes that's missing from the last one, but there's so much jumping around in this movie that it's very, very jarring. Whole characters are cut out of the movie, and they inserted a subplot of prehistoric women who communicate telepathically, and all the wild events that are happening in this movie are somehow caused by these prehistoric women praying to a pterodactyl god. It's very bizarre. The women don't do anything in this movie. They just lay on a beach and talk. It's spliced into the film in a very, very jarring way. It's the worst part of the movie, and it's the only thing that makes this movie unique from the other version. It's also 10 minutes longer than the other version, and the time is not utilized well at all. It also undercuts the ending of the film, where if you watch the previous video, the movie ends with the astronaut breaking a rock and realizing there's a face engraved in a rock, and it's of a woman. And the inclusion of these prehistoric women kind of ruins the ending a bit, because it's no longer a surprise. We've seen the prehistoric women. We don't know, the rock, what does that matter? We've seen them already. So it kind of ruins the reveal at the end. It's not a fun watch. In fact, I think the only utility this movie has is if you wanted to do an editing exercise and take the Russian film and try to make an American dub of it using the two different American versions. That's the only way I could really see any utility of this movie, because it sucks. It really, really sucks. The things that make this different, there's a pterodactyl that attacks the ship in both versions, but in this version, the pterodactyl washes up on the beach, and they're like, oh, this is our pterodactyl god, we will have revenge. And so the rest of the movie, they're like trying to telepathically like kill them with lava and stuff, and it's stupid. Every time it cuts to the women, you're just waiting for it to end. There's a really dumb part, because there's a robot in the movie. His name's Robot John, and Robot John melts in lava in both versions, but in this version, somehow he transports from the lava to the opposite side of whatever island this is, and he washes up on the beach, and he looks like a completely different robot. And at the end of the movie, they replace their pterodactyl god with Robot John. And this is not a fun watch. I gave the last version a lot of praise. Skip this one. There's no reason to watch it. Just watch the Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet if this sounded at all interesting to you. Don't have a whole lot to say besides that, but I got Quentin here. You guys love Quentin. You guys always tell me you love Quentin. He's getting fat. Look at him. He's getting fat. He's not gorging himself anymore. He used to have a problem gorging and then throwing up, and we had to like try to train him to not do that. But now he's getting fat, and I don't know how I feel about that. He has a nice pillow, though. He's a really good pillow. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, please be kind and rewind.